All right. High Tide and Vibe. We're doing something a little different this time. We're going to be doing a session video. I haven't done one of those in a little while. And
duo session.
Yeah, a duo session. I have my friend Nicholas Lowe here. Some of the beer in this session will be courtesy of Nick. So thank you again. That'll be
two to three brews.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, one of them you could have gotten yourself, but you're welcome anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, we got three beers we're doing here tonight. We're going to be doing the Lunn's Mill Purple Grain IPA. We have from Oak Creek Brewing their Van Life West Coast Pils.
Mm-hmm.
And finally from Annapolis Brewing, and I think this is like, when we get into it, I think this is like a separate brand under Annapolis Brewing almost, it seems. But this is their YOLO light lime lager, jalapeno lime lager at that.
And it's worth noting that they actually had a normal light lager YOLO.
Yes.
This is the jalapeno version.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're just going to get into it. We're just basically going to breeze off three, I don't want to say quick, but we're going to try to go through these one by one expediently, at the very least. But we're going to be doing the Lunn's Mill Purple Grain first.
Okay, just to preface this, I bought these Lunn's Mill Purple Grains right at the brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the canning date on the bottom of the can. Wow. I wonder how good this is going to be.
Hold a second here.
Might be hard to see when you just opened up the can.
Yeah.
Let me just read it. It's October 11th, 2024.
Oh boy, that's old.
Yep. This should be interesting.
Naughty Lunn's Mill. You should not be having beers that old in your place of business.
Right in the friggin' brewery, man.
Yeah. But this is at 6.8% alcohol by volume. The Purple Grain name has nothing to do, as far as I can tell, by any of the actual grain bill used. It's just a play on Purple Rain, the Prince song and movie, and was it even an album? I can't remember if it was an album. Although they don't mention it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a like Prince and the Revolution Purple Rain album. That was like the version of it all.
But they don't really mention it on the can. They just tell you what's in it. Basically, they say it's liberally hopped with Citra, Cascade, and Centennial hops. And okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Concentration of Prince tears less than 30 pp, 30 parts per million. So
I think this beer was going to make doves cry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll take a look at here. I was going to go on their website, but they don't really say anything different on the website. So, pretty much a golden straw color, and looks the part of an IPA.
Looks like it's definitely hazy.
Mm-hmm.
A bit darker than I was expecting for something like that.
Yeah.
But, it's still acceptable. It's like this burnt orange kind of look.
Yeah, it looks good. Retaining a pretty good head, too. Looks pretty good.
Nice head retention on it.
So, go to the aroma.
Bready and tangerine.
Yeah, tangerine, but like underlying dankness, I dare say, going on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll give that too. A little touch floral.
Yeah, I think it's the Centennial, if I'm not mistaken, or kind of like also found in West Coast stuff. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up, but it is very citrus, very tangerine. And like you were
sorry.
I was just gonna say, and like you were saying, there is a bready malty note to it as well.
I'm kind of getting like a little bit of like an orange zest or some kind of zest, orange peel.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it faintly reminds me of like when my grandmother, when she was still alive, she would like savor orange peels and put them in her tea and stuff like that. So it's like, she'd have like dried out orange peels waiting to put in her tea, and you could smell them all through the kitchen and stuff like that. And there's a faint reminder of that here with
Cool.
it.
It was like orange peel, tangerine, soapy, zesty.
Yeah. I mean, it smells good. I mean, like we're saying, it's canned in like fucking October of last year, but it's, so it's fucking old, but it smells good.
I mean, it smells held up. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to the taste. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Wow.
I'll say the hops of, I bet this is more flavor forward on the hops if it was fresh, because the hop flavors are almost totally dead in this at this point. I'd say.
Yeah, it's definitely muted, melded off, but it's not bad. I feel like it's still held up pretty well.
It's still it's still a perfectly drinkable beer at almost a year old.
Like a bit of like a orange peel, earthy kind of zest, like lingering resin.
Yeah, that's honestly where I'd put it. It's kind of died down to like where the bitterness at the end is very much like orange peel, resinous kind of thing going on. It's more, it's not super bitter or anything like that. That's probably kicked off a little bit as well over the aging process or whatever, but still tastes really good. And like the bready malt stuff is up front, a little floral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and mouthfeel's nice and creamy. It's
bordering on like, like medium bodied, like pretty. Yeah, you're right. Creamy is a good way to put it, actually. Yeah.
I'm just kind of impressed that, sure, it doesn't have the freshness of the hops that you would kind of want out of an IPA, considering that they're kind of they have a shelf life, but I think it held up pretty darn well for 10 months old, and that mouthfeel and body on it is really, really nice.
Yeah, especially considering like I can't like think of specific names of beers, but I've had beers before where like their hop profile was super important, and like as soon as you got them a couple months old, they just taste like shit. And this isn't the case here. This one, it still tastes good even being old. Like I dare say I can like kind of see where this beer is going when it's super fresh. I'm gonna have to get a fresh one and like compare, but I like it still a lot, even in its current state.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Like when I saw the date on the can, I'm like, oh shit! I just buy something that was really. I bought it fresh at the fucking brewery. Like I bought it at the brewery. Like I stopped there in Lawrencetown, which is only like I think 19 kilometers from your place.
Yeah,
I was on the way. Yeah, I was on the way to my aunt's place in Nova Scotia, and I was just like, okay, well, I kind of want to get there ahead for supper time, so I was beelining there, but I stopped off at the brewery and just popped in and grabbed a bunch of stuff that looked interesting, and it's kind of shocked they would keep something this old.
Mine is slightly fresher than yours. Mine was canned in February of this year, at the end of February.
Wow.
So
okay,
I've got a few months on you, but
that's messed up.
But at the same time, I think we're generally getting some of the same results, though. Like it seems like it fades to a certain level and plateaus there, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's gotten to the point where the hops have faded, but it's pretty much the same, almost to a stable product.
Yeah, I like it. I'm ready to give my ratings on this one.
Sure.
I think style wise, it's a decent IPA. Like I can taste the better IPA in it. That it probably is fresh, but so we're kind of grading with a little bit of an asterisk here. But Style-wise, it seems like a perfectly serviceable IPA that does all the IPA things. I'm going to give it a 7.5 with possible room for improvement there with a fresh can. And my own personal taste, I'd say 7. I'd sit it there. I'd buy it again.
Okay. I'm pretty much reverse mirror image of what you were saying. I'm going to give it 7 for the style. I mean, it's not bad. I actually like the twist on it. The overall enjoyment, though, 7.5. I'm actually what's saving it for me is like the hops haven't faded that badly, and it's really kind of the mouthfeel is the mouthfeel makes you want to keep drinking it.
It is like it reminds me of like if this was a fresh version of this would almost remind me of like a classic East Coast IPA in the sense where like you'd have a more like maltiness coming forward that is much more balanced with the hops. So there is a little bit of this like aged version of this that kind of reflects that old style of IPA. Yeah. So yeah. All right, that works.
Yeah.
And we got one comment, CB Fall saying, "Cheers, Lee and Max."
Yeah, cheers, CB.
Cheers, man. Hope you're having a good night. All right, we'll just get into the next one. Want to do the Van Life West Coast Pills this time? Yep.
Sure.
All right, and we'll switch banners here.
I'm kind of curious, like, what's the canning date on this thing?
I've got 11/6/25.
Yeah, it's the same one. I'm guessing that's June 11th, 2025.
Yes, that would have to be. So,
well, obviously, because 11/6 hasn't happened yet.
Unless that's an expiry date.
Well, maybe. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Usually don't get those anymore
Even then, if it's on like a beer like this, is probably a 6 month expiry date, which would mean that this is made in May. But I think it's actually looks pretty fresh.
All right, I am gonna share the screen on this one because it does have some, and this is not from Oak Creek Brewing because they don't currently have it listed on their website as one of their current things in their lineup. I guess they kind of rotate their stuff quite often because they're just kind of like a tap room, right, for the most part. But Bishop Cellar has it, and Bishop Cellar is really good for giving you like all the info. They do their due diligence and kind of get the people who send them the beer to like give them all the rundown for the most part. So Oak Creek Brewing's Van Life West Coast Pills. Essentially, what they're doing here is they're trying to do a classic like Pilsner, but with West Coast hops. It is basically what they're doing here. So they're like, I dare say almost they're kind of cheating and just kind of like calling an IPL a different fucking thing, Well,
you got to go with what sells.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to buy IPLs anymore? It was last time you bought an IPL.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's a
sorry.
I was just going to say, even if it's a decent Pilsner recreation, it'll probably have a better body than an IPL, which is usually just really watery as shit. But yeah, 4.5% alcohol by volume, and Oak Creek are from New Brunswick. They're from Moncton, and they say as much. They say basically they want a drinkability of a Pilsner, but West Coast hops, West Coast flavors, make it a little dank, I guess. That's what they're saying. But yeah.
I kind of feel like you're kind of bringing something up with the whole topic of the IPA versus West Coast Pale Ale or West Coast Pills or whatever. Like West Coast, calling it West Coast seems to be the in thing to do these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's making that flavor profile is seemingly making a bit of a comeback, I guess, because some people are getting so sick of like these non-bitter juice bombs from the East Coast and stuff, that are in these slush fucking IPAs and these hazy IPAs and these turgid whatever the fuck things. So
I mean, I still love hazies to drink, but at the same time, there's so many of them, and they keep. Remember, they really were like releasing a new one that apparently had slightly different hops. They all seem to have very similar flavor profiles, and it was just like they're all the fucking same after a while.
They've all tasted the same to me for the most part, except for sometimes one of them is this other gross tropical fruit that I don't like, and it's just like, well, it's like I don't buy Oasis fruit juices with those flavors. Why would I want them in my beer? That's.
I was just kind of like the first thought I popped in my head was like, oh, there's different ones. Like Trailway makes one called Herba Sobrero, which uses Sabro hops, so it's like tastes like a pina colada.
Oh,
that depends if that's something you'd like. But
yeah, I'm not a
coconut.
Yeah, I'm not a big pina colada fan. Like Propeller just released a few months back a pina colada thing, and it wasn't my cup of tea. It was okay, like it tasted like a pina colada for the most part, but it was just like, nothing else on the can here, really. All right, I'll go to the aroma and look at it here. It does look like a Pilsner. It's pretty golden straw in color. Of course, always looks darker on the camera.
Slight haze to it.
Yeah. So here's the thing: I'm not really getting West Coast hops on the nose.
Yeah, like I'm getting more. Smells like a normal Pilsner to me, like
yes.
a normal New Brunswick brewery making a German style.
Yeah,
smell. You get that slightly herbal, earthy, buried underneath that bready yeast.
Yeah, this is really bready, and it smells like Pilsner or Kel Light more than anything else.
Yeah. Like it doesn't smell West Coast, but it smells like a Pilsner.
It does.
They didn't say anything about what hops they used in this, did they?
No, I don't believe they did. Let's check. Let's recheck there.
West Coast. It doesn't smell bad.
Yeah,
it smells like a Pilsner.
They say they use American hop varieties, such as Cascade, Citra, or Simcoe, usually in the style, but I'm not getting any of that. I don't think they're specifically saying that this beer uses those specific hops, but I'm not getting like Simcoe. I'm not getting Cascade necessarily out of the nose or anything like that. You think you would?
Yeah, I'm just trying to poke around Facebook to see is there anything that says what they used for the hop. Anyway, I think we're just digging too much in. So we should just drink the beer.
Yeah, we should just drink it. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. Okay, I'm getting that. Oh, sorry, I'll let you go. Interesting.
It's pretty much straight up a Pilsner. Like it, I'm not getting really West Coast vibes at all from it. Honestly,
I'm right here right there in the same boat. It tastes like a straight up Pilsner, and it's maybe a bit fruitier.
There's like a lingering something there, but probably from the hops, there's something lingering there, but it's not strong enough to like really denote itself as West Coast as far as I'm concerned. Like honestly, this is tasted more like the IPL that I thought it was kind of lying and just pretending not to be. I was just joking, but maybe this really is just a repackaged IPL of some sort.
You're not wrong. It kind of does have that vibe. It tastes like a hoppy Pilsner, hoppy lager. It's got a nice smooth and crisp mouthfeel, though. I do appreciate that.
Yeah. The finish is kind of earthy and a little bit herbal. Like the whatever citrusy hop is there. Like maybe there's a bit of Cascade, a ghost of it there somewhere, but it's not coming on that strong. And I can't see this having faded that quickly.
I'm trying to quickly look it up. I think there's like one of the major hop C's, one of the C hop varietals from the States actually. Fuck you, Dan. One of the major U.S. hop varietals, I think one of the C's is like derived from European noble hops, and the terroir you get in the States kind of brings it a bit more citrusy. But is that Cascade or is it Centennial or one of those ones? Because I know that there's like one of those hops that tends to get used a lot in like American Pilsner or lagers.
Yeah, this is fine, but it's. It just comes off as a light lager, and I wouldn't even say it comes off as all that good of a Pilsner, quote unquote. It's just more like North American, like a really good North American light lager, but that's kind of where I'd like leave it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you could just call this a hoppy lager, or you could just call it a lager.
Like, okay, I'll say this now that it's warming up my hand a little bit in the glass. I'm getting a bit more of that like citrusy taste. So I'm guessing Cascade is probably what's in this. And it's probably just not, however they brewed it, it's not super pronounced. But yeah, there's nothing here that screams West Coast. This is as much as I don't need the cat piss. This needs a little bit of cat piss in it to make it stand out a little bit.
This Cascade hops, it was derived from the British Fuggle, grown in the States.
That's true.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
It might be what it is.
Yeah, the way the citrus is now kind of slightly coming out here, they kind of marketed this as like their light citrus lager or something like that, and maybe kind of got away with it. But as a West Coast van life, whatever they're trying to sell here, you ain't the one. You're not about that van life, I guess. Is what
well,
I'm going to say.
If you're living the van life, you're probably one of those influencer posers, and basically you're 3 payments away from losing your house.
Yeah, if you have a house.
Your house is the van, right? So if you're living van life,
that's
you're
true.
Probably about have it taken back from the bank, as long as they can catch you. So don't keep moving around. Wait for that TikTok channel to gain some traction.
Oh, here we go. Radar saying Slim Nick makes him look like he has more hair.
Well, I gotta get a haircut too.
No, you don't. Ridiculous. Grow at the mane, sir.
Grow the fruit. It's getting to that point right now. Like, it's somewhat controllable, but a mess. But if I let it get any longer, it starts to get everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta go through. Mange.
Is it mange or what was it? Mange. Yeah, mange, I was thinking.
Mange is a disease, and then you got mange.
Yeah, I think maybe he was trying to say like a mane, like a
maybe, or maybe saying mang. Like Razor Ramon used to say. I'm ready to rate this. I think style wise, this kind of blows, is what it's purporting to be. It's not a West Coast anything as far as I'm concerned. It's much more just a light lager with some slight citrusy notes. I'm gonna give it a very generous 6 for style. I think that's where I'm gonna sit it at. And my own personal preference, it's all right. I'd say a 6 as well, because like if someone handed to me, sure, I'd drink it, but I'd never buy it again. Like I'm not. This is not what I'm looking for, especially when I got so many like great actual Pilsner options on my shelf. I'm just not going to buy it.
Yeah. For me, I think if you were to just left the West Coast off and just called this Van Life Pilsner, I would have gotten a much better rating, because it does taste spot on like a Pilsner. It's just not a very interesting one.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I'm gonna match it. I'm gonna give it a 6. Overall enjoyment, I think it's fine. I'm actually enjoying it. So 6.5.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah.
All
But it's
right.
not what I would call exciting.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit of a miss. Little bit of a miss. Van Life West Coast Pills from Oak Creek Brewing.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, oh, oh.
OEO Jungle Love.
Jungle love.
Mm,
Oh, yo, yo.
yo,
Put
$15,
$15,
little
little
man.
man. Put
Put
that
that
shit in
shit
my
in my
hand. If
hand.
the
If the
money
money
doesn't
doesn't
show, then you
show,
owe
you
me,
owe
yo,
me, owe
yo.
me, oh.
Jungle love. Oh, yo, yo.
And so now we're moving to the last beer of the session. This is from Annapolis Brewing. This is their YOLO. You only live once because life is too short to drink bad beer. This is their jalapeno light lager at 4.5% alcohol by volume. We do have this listed on the Annapolis Brewing Company's website, so I'm going to show that real quick. Share. There we go. Oh, did I go too far? I did.
That's yeah. There's the two of them. There's
Yeah. So they got.
It doesn't even have the jalapeno version on the site.
Oh, this is a different one. Yeah, this is just a light lime lager. So the jalapeno's not even listed. I mean, it's the same strength, but yeah, they have this. See how they have this sectioned off. They have Annapolis Brewing, East Coast Cider, YOLO Beer, which is separate sections. So they got like different branding going on in house at Annapolis Brewing. I don't know what that's about, but sure.
Yeah. Now, was that their store, or was that their list of beers in their under the beer section? So I noticed they had East Coast Cider listed there, which is a cidery, which is like jointly attached to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're all associated, and that is their actual store where you can like order online and all that shit. Okay. So yeah. But yeah.
Either way, yeah, I bought this in the fridge alongside all the other Annapolis Brewing beers, and it even does mention it was made by Annapolis Brewing. Mm-hmm. So there you go. But yeah, like maybe a little spoiler of what I think of this beer is that I bought a couple of cans of this, and I had to go back for more when I was down in Nova Scotia. So, but yeah, they had. I thought I saw their lime version there, but this was a whole lot more exciting looking. The jalapeno version. How often do you get jalapeno beers? I don't see them very often.
No. So the only other one I know of in the province is the Garrison one, and that one's like when you basically got to like find a bar in the city that has it, or go to the Garrison brewery itself and buy it out of their fridge or some shit. So, but yeah, this has diced jalapenos right in the actual brew. So and lime and yeah, excited to try this. Oh, it's kind of giving me like a lemonade look on the pour almost. All right, let's look at it. Oh yeah.
Head retention's not great.
No, I wouldn't expect it to be.
Appearance looks good though. Little slight haze to it. Nice clear.
It really does have like a kind of a lemonade-y look to it almost. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, the jalapeno's way bigger in this.
And it's that fresh cut, not the pickled jalapenos, not like cooked or anything. It's got this nice, almost like peppery bite to it.
It does. It's like chopping. It's like chopping into a fresh jalapeno, and with the seeds still in it and everything. That smells good.
A vegetal and almost a little hint of like smoke or something. Like have you ever like got cut fresh jalapenos, or you just take a whiff of that? It smells exactly like chopped jalapenos.
That smells great.
Oh yeah, I'm not really getting much of the lime.
No, I'm assuming the lime is probably more in this one to, if I was to guess, is more to like mitigate the burn from the jalapeno than anything else, probably. But cheers! I'm gonna go into drinking this.
Yeah, cheers, dude. Yeah, there's the lime.
Yeah, there it is. Interesting. Mm.
Oh yeah,
That's really refreshing.
very much so.
Yeah. If you love pepper taste, this one has its in spades, like right away. Like the lime's up front, and you know, like it finishes with this like green pepper / jalapeno, big time flavor. And I'm assuming as you drink on it, the heat from the jalapenos are probably going to like build up a little bit. Like initially, there's no real burn or anything like that.
Like you get the diced jalapeno flavor, that green pepperiness, like that green, like almost like a green bell pepper kind of to it.
Very much so.
The burn's not building; it's just enough to give you nice tingling burn in the mouth that builds after a few sips. But this is super crisp and super refreshing, and I love the flavor.
This would be just absolutely perfect to have with like nachos or something like that. Like this is a real food beer, I feel like.
Oh yeah, this would be like good with Mexican food or something.
Or honestly, with the zest of the lime and everything, you could pair this with seafood as well, pretty spectacularly, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. So pair this with some of those Digby scallops.
Yeah. If there's any left, since Lee was here 4 years ago or whatever, and killed the Maritimes.
The stocks haven't recovered yet.
Yeah, she made all the fishermen millionaires, but also ruined the industry. Here we go.
Short-term gains.
Look at what we got in the chat. Good evening, you sore buttholes.
I'm not sure if Lee's butthole is as sore as mine is right now.
No, mine's fine. I take care of my butt, sir.
Well, I spent about 6-7 hours on a bike today, so I biked 101 kilometers.
Yeah, nice.
And it's amazing on weight.
Yeah, you know I'm getting that little tingle of heat now. It's building up in the back of the throat, but it's just like I compare it to, like, you know, you buy those more weak sauce ginger beers, like authentic ginger beers, quote unquote, from Jamaica, but the weak sauce ones, not the ones that are like fucking gingered out to the max. So
they don't have the burn you want.
Honestly, I'm not complaining. I'm fine. I'd be fine if this had like some serious burn, but I'm also really happy with it the way it is. Like I said, this is absolutely perfect for like pairing with food, and this comes in the extra big cans too. The 5 what is the milliliters on this?
568, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 568.
Yeah, so like, you know, like nice big plate of seafood or like tacos or nachos or something like that, and like 2 cans of this, you're having a good time, I think. Greg saying she ate and in relation to Lady Lee, she ate the fishermen too. They smell enough like seafood. True.
So YOLO.
So I do think the name's deceptive though. Like this shows you like what a tourist brewery Annapolis Brewing actually is, where it's like, oh, that will intrigue the normies. Oh, jalapeno beer, you only live once, might as well try the jalapeno beer. But it's, you know, it's very safe. It's a very safe jalapeno beer, but it's still way more substantial than the Garrison one. I'll say that for sure. Definitely more flavor.
Yeah, the last time I had that Garrison one, it reminded me of like pepperoni poppers. You know, like they almost had like so not pepperoni, jalapeno poppers. They had that nice cheesy kind of jalapeno burn. But I'm not really sure if cheese is a flavor you should be getting from beers.
No, probably not.
Like, I love the fact that this tastes like spot on. It's got that taste of diced jalapenos, not the pickle kind, but like the diced jalapenos comes out in this, and that's a unique taste and smell. And I love the fact that you can drink a lot of this without having to worry about your mouth burning.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I mean, you might have issues later with like,
Bowels.
yeah, you might. You might have some like, heartburn or something issues later on if you're susceptible, that sort of thing. But like,
Okay, I can see that.
other than that, like, it just has some Pepto Bismol or some Tylenol or some Tums before, kind of thing. I haven't indulged in. I probably should, because I do sometimes get some bad acid reflux. I should probably invest in some Tums. I can remember my dad popping them like candy for like even back in like his early 30s, like popping them like candy, because he had that bad of like heartburn all the time. But
yeah, I'd actually take medication for heartburn, so but it works pretty well. Like, yeah, I haven't had to take a Tums in ages.
cool.
But I came really close today because that's trying to ride that with that. I had that amazing sandwich for lunch, and then I ended up riding another 70 kilometers afterwards. I'm like, oh, I could taste that the whole way. I took off way too early after eating. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, but it's like I guess you could rate this as a pepper beer or like a flavored light lager, whatever category you want to really go. I think it's kind of equally good in both. I think style wise, this is like a 9. The only thing that would set it over the top for me is probably like some real heat to it. Is probably the only is where it would go a little further for me, probably. But that it's not a complaint. I'm kind of splitting hairs here, really. But yeah, I'll give it a 9. And my own personal preference, I'm going to go 8.5. I like this a lot. I would drink this on the regular, honestly.
I'm actually going to agree with both of your scores on this one. One of the biggest things, like for the style, yes, it tastes like a pretty decent lime beer, and then you add diced jalapenos to it. Yes, I love it. As far as the overall enjoyment, yeah, 8.5. It's a solid. Like if I were giving it a 5 rating on my channel, it'd be like 4.25 out of 5. This is really fantastic shit. One of the things I do really like is the fact that when you do buy it, I think this was like the same price as the rest of the cans they had in their fridge, and then you
really
get the can.
Cool.
So it was still pretty cool, and I just love it. You don't really see a lot of beers with the big cans around here, and I'm starting to love seeing that trend.
Yeah, I think I've only seen one other brewery with the big cans in the NSLC so far. So.
Oh yeah, I think that stuff's definitely worth sessioning. I kind of wish I'd bought more. I went back and bought another 4-pack of it, and I sent one to you, and I think I drank one at home. Like I brought 4 of these cans home with me, and then I sent one to you. Drank one at home, and I got another one left that's in the fridge right here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna see about doing an order through Annapolis Brewing at some point, because they got a bunch of stuff that just doesn't show up in the NSLC. So I kind of want to round out the rest of their lineup at some point, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting more of this for sure. This is really good stuff, and I'm glad you shared it with me, Nicholas. Thank you very much.
I kind of figured I was sending you a bunch of beers anyway. I kind of figured you'd enjoy this one.
Yeah, you were correct.
It sounds like you did.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna kick out of here. We're gonna go off and do other stuff. But we had some people watching. We had Radar, we had Greg, we had Dan, we had CB Fall, and Dank Dan, Dank Crocker. But yeah, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Nicholas. This was fun, and yeah.
Thanks for having me on, sir.
Yeah, we'll be back when we're back. Goodbye.